Hello friends and Happy New Year. Welcome to Turn a Stone Tarot. For today's reading, we'll be taking a look at the energies of January 2025. Let's see how your month is likely to unfold here. We'll be taking a look at the themes, the dominant energies, any events that may occur for you in January, as well as bringing forth some guidance from your spirit guides about what to be aware of during the month of January. So let's get into it. I've laid out 3 groups here. You can choose your group, group 1, group 2, or group 3. Please feel free to choose whichever card you're drawn to. You can choose according to the number, or you can choose according to the timestamp as well. Timestamps are listed below. Please feel free to click ahead to your group, and I will see you in your monthly reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your January 2025 reading. So the card that you chose for kind of a general theme for your reading today is Don't Dim to Fit In. And the words on this card say, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So when I see this card, I can tell that Spirit wants to focus on matters of self-confidence. Spirit wants to help you grow your ability to express your authentic self. So I think this is going to be a theme for you this month, January 2025. Being able to sort of shine your light, be yourself more authentically, align your life with your more authentic essence, I guess, is a way of saying it. Let's look at your cards here specifically. I asked Spirit about information regarding the energies surrounding you this month. And I got the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. So from this, I can tell that Spirit is really supporting you here with self-compassion with this Queen of Cups card and the Hermit as well, speaking to matters of the self and introspection, really helping you to maybe ease into greater authenticity in a very compassionate way. Spirit may be encouraging you to perhaps spend some time alone this month if you can. If you're a meditator, Spirit would invite you to meditate, perhaps to just kind of draw your energy inward and maybe align your spirit more closely that way, if that is a practice for you. With the white stag on this Hermit card, though, I am seeing that Spirit is preparing you for a great leap forward here. But January may be a month where you maybe draw in perhaps a little bit, tune into your inner authenticity so that you can kind of go forward in the year more closely aligned with your inner spirit, your inner creativity, your inner spark, and you can more authentically be yourself in the world. I did also ask Spirit for information about the events of January 2025 for you, and we received the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Coins. So I'm getting a few different scenarios for this. With that Queen of Swords and her kind of holding that saber, you may be cutting things out of your life at this time of year, or cutting even, I'm getting people perhaps, or connections out of your life. With this 5 of Coins card here, I'm hearing, there may be a friend that you have that maybe isn't always the nicest to you or leaves you out of things. The 5 of Coins, and maybe you're kind of cutting the cord on that friendship, or maybe you belong to an organization perhaps where you're not feeling valued by the organization. You may be putting an end to that in the month of January. Whatever it is you're cutting out of your life here, it does kind of carry with it feelings of lack and not being valued. So that would seem to be in alignment. Obviously that's not an environment where we can thrive. For a couple people also with this combination, I'm hearing there is a potential for job loss with this combination. The Queen of Swords may be somebody, who makes business decision and just acts from logic and doesn't have a lot of heart connection going on. And with this figure out in the cold, the possibility for a job loss is there. Also, this may involve the mental level of life as well. So, perhaps you're beginning to recognize thoughts that you're having where lack consciousness may be present in your thoughts. Maybe this is a learned behavior or a learned pattern of thinking. And during the month of January, you're beginning to notice where those thoughts of lack occur, and you're starting to cut those out in the month of January. But I do see a sort of cutting out going on during January. So that will resonate for everyone a little bit differently. But those are the possibilities I got there. And then I also asked Spirit to tell us a little bit more about the themes of the month of January for you. And we got the Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So this is an interesting combination here. I'm getting the sense that you may be somebody that identifies with the emotional field of life, like your emotions may be very active and alive typically. But I get the feeling you've been perhaps in an environment or around people that are a little more based in the mind, I guess. This is a very heart-based energy, and the swords are more mind-based, mental-based. So with this combination, again, I'm seeing this potential of like cutting something out or cutting somebody out that can go, both ways, either way. It'll affect everyone listening to this differently. But you may also be feeling some emotions about this letting go or this cutting out. Your emotions may be coming up as a result of it. With that image on the Five of Swords card, I am getting the sense of grieving. So there may be, maybe a loss of a friend that you're grieving. If you are, not engaged in an organization or a club or a friendship that you once had, you may have some feelings of grief over this with the Five of Swords coming out over the Ace of Cups here. But I do see all of this sort of cutting out and restructuring of your life, bringing you to a place of more emotional fulfillment here. So it may be a little difficult, or it may be difficult to experience in the short term, but I believe in the long term here, you're really getting to much more emotional fulfillment here with this Ace of Cups coming out here. Also, I'm noticing in this Don't Dim to Fit In card and the Five of Swords card, the hands are over the eyes in both of those cards. So, you may have gotten into a situation where there were things that you didn't quite see or couldn't quite perceive, and that happens to all of us. So January may be the time where you begin to kind of take your hands away from your eyes and you can see what's actually going on, which is actually going to help you align your life in ways that are more authentic to who you are and what you want to express and what you want to be doing in the world and how you want to be in the world. So finally, I asked Spirit for some advice about the month of January 2025. And we got the Lovers card and the Sun card. So very bright cards here. These are really positive cards, very beautiful. Some of this, challenge in the middle of this line here is really dissipating here towards the end with the Lovers and the Sun coming out. It's so interesting to me that your header card was Don't Dim to Fit In, and then we end your reading with the Sun here. So I think by making these changes in your life, by experiencing this cutting out, whether you're doing the cutting out or you're perhaps receiving this cutting out gesture, ultimately you're going to be able to align your life more to things that you love, more to things that bring you emotional fulfillment. With the Lovers card there, I am even hearing the potential for a new job opportunity. Maybe you lose one job, but then the next job that comes forward for you, you become part of a partnership or an organization where you're much more fulfilled. You're seen and valued much more thoroughly in the new opportunity. So I see things turning around for you in that way. With the sun too, that also represents, recognition, success, warmth and positivity. So, perhaps if you're in a situation with people where you're not receiving warmth and positivity, I do see you making a shift in January to connections and affiliations that offer you that in the future. So beautiful turnaround going on here. Again, Spirit is really supporting you with self-compassion here, compassion, paying attention to the emotional life, really nurturing your emotions at this time, paying attention to them. They are going to help draw you to this more authentic version of yourself here that's emerging through the month of January. I did also get a few bonus tea leaves just to give us a few extra peeks at what January may have in store for you. And the first card that came out for you is Dolphin. It says financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So there looks to be a financial bump for you sometime in the month of January. So that's wonderful. Also with these cards, I find they can be very literal. So maybe you're going somewhere where you'll see a dolphin in the month of January too. That's a possibility as well. Another card that came out for you is the Kite, and that says vacation. So maybe you're taking a vacation in January, planning a vacation in January, taking some time out perhaps. You could be going on a retreat here with the Hermit card, or you could be going to a sunny location here with the Sun card. Lots of possibilities with that card, but a vacation is indicated for you. And then finally, the Fan card came out for you, and it says romance, celebration, and party. And you also had the Lovers card, so you may be entering a new romance in the month of January or deepening a romance in the month of January. There's certainly some kind of celebration indicated here. The Sun can often be a card of celebrations as well. So there may be a significant celebration of something for you in the month of January. And you may be attending a party as well. And this party could also bring you, a significant connection or opportunity as well, as shown in these cards. So beautiful reading, my pile one. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got something of benefit from it. Feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reading. I would love to hear your thoughts. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in a future reading, and I will see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading for January 2025. So the card that you chose was the header card for your reading, and that card says, play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. So with this card, Spirit is inviting you to enjoy some lighter times in the month of January, to maybe get out, have some fun, socialize, celebrate. There may be good news to celebrate in the month of January for you. So all in all, a very positive card to start your reading there. Spirit inviting you to play for the month of January. So let's get into your reading. I used the Tarot of the Divine here to do your reading for January. And the first question I asked Spirit was, what are your dominant energies for the month of January? And for that, we got the Three of Cups with the Hermit. So with this combination, I'm getting a real sense of balance here. Again, this Three of Cups card is showing us joy, celebration. It's showing us social times, socializing, getting together with friends, perhaps. I'm also getting performance vibes here with the word play, and then the Three of Cups. It looks like there's a dance going on. So you could be involved in the performing arts somehow. That could be, I'm hearing singer, dancer, actor, some kind of performer. So that may be something that you're very engaged with in the month of January, some kind of performing. And with the Hermit here, I'm getting that you will need to balance your socializing with your quiet time and introspection. I think that your soul is going to need both of these things during the month of January. It does need this lightness and this connection with others, maybe working with others, celebrating with others. But you also need time alone, time in your own energy. You need the ability to kind of have some quieter, solitary times in order to balance your energies so that you will have more when you do socialize, when you do, get out into the world and perform in whatever way you need to perform. So a real balanced energy here is coming through for you in the month of January. And with this white stag in this card, I do see Spirit is wanting to prepare you for some great leap ahead. So by getting this balance of joy and connection and celebration and fun and balancing that with your need for solitude and introspection and perhaps meditation, you're going to be better suited to take this giant leap that's coming in for you. Then I asked Spirit about events for you in the month of January, and we got the World card with the Eight of Wands. So a few possibilities with this combination. First of all, this is the card of communication, the Eight of Wands here, with the bird carrying this sort of flaming rod. News could be coming in, positive news could be coming in for you in the month of January. With the World card, that is often associated with completions. So maybe you're hearing back on maybe an application that you've made. Perhaps you have auditioned for something and you're hearing some positive news back about that audition here with the Eight of Wands. You could also be broadcasting in some way with this Eight of Wands under the World card. Perhaps a film or television or even something online could be going out into the world in the month of January. That's a possibility with this combination as well. But I definitely get the sense of positive news coming in. It could come in very fast. That's a possibility. It could also be news of something that you have been working on for a while here. Again, I'm getting this sense of performance. So maybe you've been rehearsing something for a while and you're sending it out into the world here with this Eight of Wands. That's a potential reading of this, but very beautiful. Could also be an opportunity coming in for you here with the Eight of Wands under the world as well. And also travel is strongly indicated too here. You could be traveling in the month of January or making plans to travel. The Eight of Wands is associated with travel, and of course, so is the world here, typically over long distances. So you may be making some world travel plans in the month of January, if not actually taking those plans in the month of January. I did ask Spirit also for information about themes for your month here. So, patterns that you're sort of looking at or examining in the month of January 2025. And we got the Ace of Cups for you with the Hanged Man. So very much like this energy reading here with this emotional fulfillment, this passion, something that you're working on perhaps or doing in the world that brings you emotional fulfillment, but then balancing that with stillness and quiet and introspection and maybe seeing things from a different perspective here with the Hanged Man card. So again, Spirit is really inviting you in the month of January to take a closer look at what really brings you emotional fulfillment, what really speaks to your heart's desire, whatever this opportunity is that's represented here in the Eight of Wands in the world, whether it's a travel opportunity, a performance opportunity, a study opportunity, job opportunity. Spirit really wants you to take some time and contemplate, how this opportunity can work in your favor to bring you fulfillment, to bring you joy, to really fill up your cup, to fill up your spirit. And how can you structure your life in a way so that you can get both the stillness that you need, the time for meditation and contemplation, along with the other qualities that you need, warmth and connection and joy and play, even here with going back to our play card. So a beautiful mix of energies here that Spirit is inviting you to explore in the month of January, the stillness, along with the joy and celebration and lightness. I also asked Spirit for advice for you for the month of January 2025. And we got the Page of Cups with the Death card. So again, strong performance vibes coming out here with this red curtain. And the Page of Cups is a very enthusiastic card, so I do sense that there's some kind of new beginning for you. You have the sense of transformation indicated twice here in your reading with the World card and the Death card. There is this sense of something new beginning for you, new beginnings happening. And these are new beginnings that are very much in tune with your heart here, as it appears next to the ace, the Page of Cups appearing next to the Ace of Cups card. With that combination side by side, I'm thinking this new beginning, this new opportunity that's coming into your world is really touching something deeply emotionally sustaining for you here. We see the rabbit on the Page of Cups card, so that's indicating fertility. This is a very fertility, fertile opportunity that's coming into your life. So beautiful new beginning. With this appearing in the advice column too, I'm getting the sense that Spirit is giving you a peek behind the curtain, or a peek into like new ways that your life can be in the month of January. So you'll be able to kind of pull the curtain back and see, oh, what could this new opportunity mean for me for the rest of the year? What is my life potentially going to look like? How can I create a new world for myself that's going to be emotionally fulfilling and that's going to allow me to balance the aspect of fun and lightness and love and connection and warmth with the sort of stillness and solitude that I need in order to better integrate my experiences. You're really getting a peek into combining those energies in January and being able to step into whatever this new opportunity is in a very wise way, I think, here with the Hermit and the Hanged Man coming out down here. So beautiful month ahead. I did also ask Spirit for just a few extra bonus tea leaves just to give us some indicators of what you may expect in January. And we got the Fox card, and it says shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So with that, I'm seeing, this, it does seem like there's some kind of new creative or business opportunity perhaps coming your way in January. And then this is the month where you're really going to be able to be very shrewd and wise about how you can best incorporate it into your life and still, integrate your experiences in the way that you need to create a fulfilling life for yourself. We also received the bird flying card. It says news is on the way. And this card is exactly echoing the Eight of Wands card that we have here. This is also the card of news on the way. So it really does seem that you're hearing some news in January. And it looks to be positive news here with this card coming out underneath the World card. That's the card of successful completions. So I think some news will be coming to you in January. And then finally, we have the Ladder card, and this says climbing towards success. So again, I think really pointing to the positive nature of whatever this opportunity is. You're going to have the chance to kind of peek behind the curtain, to start to see how you can grow your life in this positive, new, fulfilling way that's presenting itself to you in January. And this Ladder card here is reminding you that you really are on the road to success here. And it looks like, the next rung of the ladder will be shown to you in January 2025. So beautiful reading, my pile twos. I wish you a wonderful month. Enjoy all of the beautiful lightness and connection that's being offered to you here this month, as well as it looks like some really rich periods of solitude and introspection as well, I think, that are really going to serve your soul well. So have a beautiful January. Go ahead and bookmark this reading, come back to it at the end of the month and see how much of it was true for you. That's always a fun exercise to do if you're feeling called to do that. And also, I invite you to like or subscribe or both. I'm a new channel here on YouTube, so I would appreciate your support in that way. If you can take a moment to do those things, that would help me greatly. And congratulations on a beautiful January. And I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Hello, Group 3. Welcome to your reading for January 2025. So the card that you chose as the header card for your reading, you chose the Transformation card. It says, things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So I believe the month of January for you is going to be a very healing month. It's going to bring you a lot of wisdom. I think you're going to be looking at ways that you may restructure or change your life going forward into the year. So really beautiful way to start the year here with this Transformation card. The first question I asked Spirit was, what are the primary energies for your January 2025? And we pulled two cards for that. The first card that came out for your January is the High Priestess. And we got the Four of Wands as well. So first of all, this Transformation card really does look like the High Priestess card in the traditional tarot deck. So you're getting a lot of High Priestess energy going on here with this reading. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy coming through. There may be feminine energy sort of dominant in your January. But with this card and this combination, I'm seeing you taking things a bit more slowly, perhaps spending more time to yourself in January 2025. You may be studying something here. This High Priestess is studying, she's reading, she's relaxing. So gaining knowledge, relaxing, spending time alone, sort of looking things over here with this energy of the High Priestess card is going to be very important to you. And with the Four of Wands here appearing under it, I'm getting that you're really looking into your desires. What do you desire for the year ahead? What do you want? What kind of happiness do you want to fulfill for yourself in 2025? January is going to be a month where you're really kind of spending some time focusing on that, thinking about it, dreaming about it, studying about it, really kind of spending energies in those more planful states of mind. I also asked Spirit what events will be happening for you in January 2025. And we're really getting, again, here the planning. I think you're going to definitely be doing some planning here in January with this card coming out. It's interesting, this Two of Wands card actually depicts a Janus figure, which is the root of the word January. So this is very appropriate that you're spending time doing planning in the month of January. As you can see by this figure in the Two of Wands card, one of them is looking back and one of them is looking ahead. So you may feel this sense that you're sort of looking back over the past year and the events of the past year. And you're using that information to plan your future year, plan your future 2025. What do you want to do? What actions do you want to take? What worked well for you in 2024? And how do you want things to go for yourself in 2025? And how can you take the wisdom from the last year to create more success and abundance for yourself in 2025? So very much a theme of January for you is planning. You also received this King of Coins card here. And it's with this tortoise on the card, I'm getting a little bit of a slow moving. So January may be a slow moving month for you. Again, with that high priestess kind of seated there and the Two of Wands character, I'm not getting the sense of a lot of action for you in the month of January 2025. You may be taking more time just inward or studying or contemplating, making plans, than you are actually sort of out doing things and making things happen. But this is the season for that, certainly, the time to look back and look ahead and kind of find a balance between the two states in January. With this King of Coins too, I am also seeing you may receive some kind of award in January or monetary um, gain in January too. That's indicated for you in this card. And I'm seeing this as like a medal as well. So you may receive recognition for something that you've done in the past, possibly with this King of Coins card. You may be also creating a financial strategy for going forward with this card here. So those are some of the possible things that are happening for you in January. I also asked Spirit for themes of your month here, and we've got the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So this is an interesting combination here. I see with the King of Swords, I see decisions being kind of a major theme for you. So again, we talked about that planning energy, that sort of taking the wisdom from the past and using it to structure how you're going to manage your life going forward. Decisions with that King of Swords is going to be a major theme in your January. So I think you'll have some decisions to make, and you'll be spending time thinking things over, studying what you need to know, really kind of analyzing what these decisions are here with this King of Swords coming out. The Knight of Cups too also indicates a little bit of this slow movingness. We also saw that in the King of Coins card here. So you may be experiencing some hesitancy with wanting to make these decisions. Maybe you want to take more time with it. You might have to balance your natural tendency to hesitate on things with your maybe desire and perhaps even need for making decisions. So that could be a theme for you. I think there's going to be a bit of balance to achieve, or maybe even some tension between taking action, making decisions, making commitments to things, versus kind of feeling the need to take your time, be thoughtful and methodical about things. You'll be balancing this energy out in the month of January. I also asked Spirit for some advice for you for January 2025. And the advice that came through is the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. So beautiful advice here coming through for you, very positive. I think you're going to be learning a lot through the month of January and gaining a lot of wisdom in the month of January that's going to help set you up for success, I think, in the future months of the year here. With the Chariot and the Ace of Cups, I am again feeling that need for balance, really being able to balance your mind in terms of like the pros and the cons of your decision, as well as, balancing your enthusiasm for things, I think, with perhaps maybe some doubts that you may have about a course of action that you want to take. So there's definitely Spirit is encouraging you definitely to take a look at these areas of your life, the doubts that are happening, and also take a look at things that you're very enthusiastic about, and try to kind of strike a bit of a happy medium there. Where can you kind of find the center point amidst those two things? I see you looking for emotional fulfillment here with the Ace of Cups. And I'm feeling that too in this first line with the High Priestess and the Four of Wands. I think you're wanting to build stability in 2025. You're wanting emotional fulfillment. This card might even be pointing to the desire for a partner. That could be something that's affecting your life at this time. The Ace of Cups certainly speaks to desires of love, desires of warmth and connection. So that is something Spirit is encouraging you to take a look at in January. And two, I think Spirit is encouraging you to make some kinds of commitments for your future, for the rest of the year here in the month of January with the Chariot card. That's often the card of movement and action. So, through this process that you're going through in the month of January, you're going to arrive at a place where you can make these commitments, you can know what you're going to commit your energies to going forward. And I think you'll have a better sense of what is going to bring you emotional fulfillment too, by sort of taking this time to slow down, make plans, explore things, explore ideas, kind of explore your own inner thoughts and feelings about things. And you're going to be able to make some lovely decisions going forward that will bring you emotional fulfillment here. So have patience with the process. I think it is going to be a little bit of a slower month for you, but I think it will yield some lovely fruit, and it will put you in a place where you're really making some good decisions for yourself, and some decisions that will bring you emotional fulfillment in the coming months and years. I also asked Spirit for a few additional tea leaves just to kind of give us some bonus facts or bonus thoughts for January. And we received the Camel card for you. Persevere and you will overcome problems. So, you might be entering January in a situation where you're thinking, oh, what do I do about this or that? Or how can I turn this situation around for my benefit? And Spirit is saying, persevere and you will overcome your problems. And we definitely see that through the cards here, with you ending up on the Chariot and the Ace of Cups as your advice cards here. This is definitely a combination of overcoming problems here at the end. And then the next card that came out for you for your January is the Tortoise card. And this says, slowly but surely getting ahead. And fascinating here that you've got the tortoise here, and then you have the tortoise in this King of Coins card. So the tortoise is coming out strongly for you in the month of January. So again, I think it's going to be a bit of a slower month for you, but you are ultimately going to be getting ahead here. And I think this slowness, this period of slowness, is going to benefit you in the long run. And then finally, the last card that came out for you for your January is the Ladder card. And this says climbing towards success. So again, kind of echoing some of the themes here. If you do, take time to kind of go inward, make solid plans, really evaluate your feelings and positions on things in January, you will be better placed to make good decisions for yourself, to find emotional fulfillment, and you are certainly climbing towards success here in the month of January. So don't be put off by the slowness. I think it's probably necessary for you at this time, and it does stand to benefit you in the long run. All right, my group 3, that is the reading that I have for you for your January 2025. I wish you a wonderful month. I invite you to bookmark this reading and come back to it at the end of the month and see how much of this rang true for you. That way you can kind of gauge whether these readings are helpful for you in the future. Also, I invite you to like and subscribe. These actions really do help my channel to grow. I'm a new reader here on YouTube, so I really do appreciate your support. Every like and every subscribe is very meaningful to me at this stage in my YouTube journey, so I appreciate your help. And thank you again for joining me. Have a wonderful January, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.